So this is my second time in Ikorabasi. I am in Ikorabasi. This is Ikorabasi. The last time I came here, I came to check out the house of Lugard. That is, they call it Lugard House. And this is it. You can see it's now dilapidated. I checked it out, and then the bridge of no return, which I am headed, it's this road. I actually missed my road, taking the wrong way. And this place is very, very, very historic. So this is it. This is the amalgamation house of 1914. But you can see that the house is dilapidated. This was where the document for the amalgamation of northern and southern Nigeria was signed. But that time I came, you could still walk in. But like I said, I quarrel with tourism in this country. They neglect a lot of things. And you can see this house could have actually been kept well, made to attract tourists and all that. But you can see it's dilapidated, just like the normal Nigeria. This is where you find oil money overtaking other industries. So this is the amalgamation house, and I came here, I think 2-3 years ago, but look at how it is now. This is where Lord Lugard signed the document for the amalgamation of northern and southern Nigeria. This is Akwa Ibom State. Something very interesting about Ikorabasi. It's not just the amalgamation house I showed you, but the bridge of no return. And that's where I'm headed. Bridge of no return. And I think it's down the road. So let me check it out. Good afternoon. Let's check it out. Okay, yes. So I've just been reminded that here also you have the residence of Lord Lugard. Here in Ikorabasi, you have the residence of Lord Lugard, and that is it back there. You see that building there? That's the residence of Lord Lugard. But today, yes, some other people are living there, so we can't go in. But this place had a historic setting. It's historic because, of course, it is close to the ocean where slave trade took place. And Lord Lugard used to live here. That's the building, and then his office was back there. I'm now heading to the bridge of no return. This place is one of the darkest points of slave trade. The slave trade era. This used to be one of the darkest points, and we're going down to the bridge of no return. It's down there. Akwa Ibom played a major role back then here in Ikorabasi. Played a major role in transporting slaves that were caught from different places that didn't have sea points. They don't have seaports, but they had waterways to channel the slaves to major pickup points. And this place in Ikorabasi, the bridge of no return, played one of the darkest roles in slave trade. So that is it. So we're heading down the bridge of no return. So guys, the bridge of no return is down there, and we're heading there. Look at that. If you even look at the road that leads to the bridge of no return, you will see semblances of colonial architecture. Look at that. If I may call it that, look at the buildings. You will see that this was a major road. Of course, it was not tarred like this back then, but it was a major road to the entrance. Of course, Lord Lugard lives just across the road, so you had offices. It was a major entrance to town, and that was why it played heavy role. Look at that. Those buildings back then in the ages, they played major roles during slavery. And you see the port. Check out the sea where you had, look at that. We're heading down there, down to the entrance, but I'm just showing you where you had several points. This was the sea that ships came, several kinds of cargoes came to pick slaves. Of course, the cargoes, the goods were slaves anyway. They even have an auction house for slaves down there. So, the bridge of no return. That's what this place is called. And I'm telling you, this country has a lot to do when it has to do with tourism. This place can be made a hub of activities. This place can be made a destination that tourists across the world will seek to visit. Just like you have Cape Coast, slave points at Cape Coast, where people visit, the entrance, Cape Coast Castle. People still go there, generates a lot of money for Ghana. Same thing can happen here. Same thing can happen here. But look at, people are living in the buildings, you know, maybe people may be on transfer, working in Ekorabasi, maybe local government staff, they just live in the buildings, these colonial buildings, they just rehabilitated them, just do small renovation and then pack in. And this place is not attracting the level of tourism fund is supposed to attract. So I'm going to switch off the camera and get close because of the security checkpoint there. Because of the security checkpoint down there. Let's follow this path. This is it. Let me see all this place. Okay, you can follow this place to the sea. I'm not really interested in seeing the sea. Okay, guys, let's go down. A bit risky. This is the sea. I tried to assess the other side, but the police people there said I shouldn't show anything police when I get to the bridge, whereas there are two police boats on two different sides of the bridge itself. So this is how we discourage tourism. I'm trying to promote this place, but I'm being discouraged because they said, one of them said, a woman there said, can she come and lecture me? I said, no, I've been here before. The woman said, okay, but don't show anything police. And I checked, there was no way I could record without showing the police boat. So I said, it means they don't want me here. And I left. So I just want to show you the sea. This is where the ships, back then, the cargo ships, used to pass through to the bridge. There are fishermen here anyway. But you can see the bridge down there. That's the bridge down there. You see the bridge down there. So this is it, guys. I had to climb down from the road. The road is up there. I had to climb down to show you the sea, since the policeman there said I shouldn't show anything. I went to that place. I saw some policemen, including a woman. They said they are marine police and offered to show me around. I said I don't need to be shown around, and because I've come before, I just want to see the bridge and what happened. They said, okay, if you want to see the bridge, that's it, the bridge back there, don't show anything police. Whereas there are two police boats on the two sides of the bridge, which means I'm not welcomed. When I asked her what about the slave, there's a place too around there. It's his auction house, the slave auction house, where they used to auction slaves that were sold by ships that used to come from this place to the bridge. You know, I told them what of that place. The woman said, no, I won't go there since I don't want anybody to lecture me, which means the anger was that I didn't engage one of them as tour guide. But I told them that when I finish what I'm doing, I will still come and thank them for at least allowing me to show things. So I left and decided to jump down through that track road to the beach. So this is the shore of the sea, and that's the sea where the slave cargo used to come in the period of the transatlantic slave trade. I've never been here before. I've been to this bridge before. That's the bridge back there. You can see the bridge back there. That's it. The point of no return. But I've never actually stepped foot on this beach. So the disappointment they gave me there has made me to explore new grounds, and this is a nice point. You see what I keep complaining about when it has to do with tourism in Nigeria? Look at that. This is a place that can also be made to look like a beach, to look very interesting, to look very exciting to visit. But nah, nobody's doing that. What a nice view. What a nice view. So this is Ikorabasi, the bridge of no return. That's the bridge of no return. That is it. That's the bridge of no return back there. I've been there before, so I just show you. That is it. Once you get to that point, you climb into the cargo ship, and that's the end of Africa for you. End of your village and all that. Slaves from different parts of the country, different parts of at least the southeast, south, they were brought here. Fishermen on their boat, and then this is the shore. You see, that's it. This place used to be a major slave route back in the days of transatlantic slave trade. The road is up there, and I came in through the track road down there. What an experience. I still believe this is beautiful sight. This country has a lot to do when it has to do with tourism. A lot of money can still come in through tourism. Look at this beautiful sight. Just abandoned. Wow. So that's the bridge of no return back there. Back then, the ship, that is the ships the cargo ships, the cargo here, I said, are slaves. The cargo, we're talking about slaves. So the ship will have to stop in the middle of the ocean because they can't come close to the ocean bank because the ground is shallow and they can come down. So what they normally do is they will park in the middle of the ocean and then use smaller boats to now come to they use smaller boats to now come to this bridge of no return. The smaller boats will now come pick the slaves back to the ships that will be waiting in the middle of the ocean. They'll pack, they put the slaves there, come down for as long as you have many slaves here. Well done. For as long as you have many slaves here, they will keep moving up and down to get the slaves because the ship can't come close to the bank. And that's the story of the bridge of no return. Once you step your foot on that bridge, that's the end. Guys, this country has a lot to offer when it has to do with tourism. If I hadn't experienced that disappointment with the policemen there, I wouldn't have known that I could come down here to stand and even feel the sea more. And then the tourism potentials here. The freshness of the breeze is something else. Honestly, I tell you, the freshness of the atmosphere, something else. This is it, guys. Nice one. As the bridge of no return, you can see a boat blocking some part of it, but at that point there, once you get to that place, you're heading into a boat that will take you into the ship at the middle of the sea. So, time to head back to the road and head into town back to the hotel. So, this is where I came from. That's the route I came from. So, I need to get back. Wow. That's it, man. I took that track road there. So, you have to climb out to the road. Guys, I need to be careful. Oops. There's a spike there. See, guys, you see the nature of this place. So, the kind of steep slope is difficult to navigate. Oops. I have to step out to the road. I'm heading out. That's the sea. Back there is the bridge. Here is Togeko. And that's the route to town. And I'm heading out. This is it. This is the slave route. Goes this way to where you have Lugat's office. Who knows how many slaves would have moved through this road. Of course, it wasn't as bad as this back then. Guys, what a wonderful source of foreign exchange being wasted just because of neglect and focus on oil money.